Hi Cancers, welcome to your love reading for May 2019. If you like this reading, take a moment to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notifications about readings in the future. I will be doing a full moon reading for May and love readings for all of the signs, so check back in around mid-month for that full moon reading. All right, so I've already shuffled your cards and I've laid them out, so let's walk through them. Let's sync up. For you and what you're contributing to the relating or to the relationship, we have the Six of Cups reversed. For your love interest and what they are contributing to the relating or to the relationship, we have the Emperor reversed. For the composite energies, or what happens when you two come together and your energies meld, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And then for what needs to be understood or what needs to be integrated or the outcome, we have the Five of Cups reversed. So what I see here is that you are focused on the past. There's something that's happened in the past or some experience that you've had in the past that you are still focused on, that you're reminiscing about, you're thinking about, potentially nostalgic about, but your focus is really in what has happened in the past instead of in the present moment. For your love interest with the Emperor reversed, I see that there's some sort of, somebody's out of whack with their personal power. So either they are exerting a lot of excessive, authoritative, rigid energy, dominant energy in a way that's off-putting or unhealthy, or they are not stepping into a position of leadership and they are, what is the word? They're not in touch with their own personal power. So there's some confusion there for them. They're sort of out of balance, out of whack with their own personal power. Either it's being exerted in a way that's overbearing, or they're not in touch with it to the extent that they're not exerting it at all. They're not in touch with it at all. And it might be hard to tell who they are. Like, you might be a little bit confused about where they're coming from and what they have to offer and who exactly they are, because you can't kind of get a sense. They're sort of holding back and they're not in touch with it. And so how could you be in touch with it? And then the composite energies is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, I mean, it reminds me a lot of this card that you have for what you're contributing, the Six of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. It's about waiting for something to come into reality. And if you look at the figure in this card, you can see that it's like he's daydreaming. He's waiting and he's daydreaming. He's not in the present moment. He's in the past. He's either thinking about the past or he's thinking about the future, but he's in this position where he's just sort of, he's not in the present moment. That's your composite energies. Just sort of waiting, not really connected with the present moment, not really connected with potentially with one another in the present moment, not connected with what's happening right now, focused on dreams, daydreams, illusions, fantasies. And then for the outcome, what we have is the Five of Cups. And again, this speaks to coming out of the past. So it speaks to letting go of what's happened in the past. And focusing on what is in the present moment. And in order to do that, you may need to practice or engage in some sort of forgiveness ritual. Maybe you're fixated on some mistakes that you've made in the past, or something that was very painful and brought you a lot of grief and experience from the past that has resurfaced and has sort of captivated your energy and your attention. There are things that you can do to release the past and come back into the present moment and to let go. And so I would do a little bit of research about, forgiveness rituals, whether you need to forgive yourself, whether you need to forgive another person. Potentially this has to do with your partner. Maybe not, maybe so. Everybody's story is a little bit different. But this speaks to letting go of the past and coming out of that fixation on the past and employing your energy in order to move forward, to connect with the present moment and move beyond this past experience. Let's call on the crystal healing wisdom oracle. Let's pull a crystal to see if you might get some support in the way of crystal healing. What we pulled was the Aquamarine. Can you see that? It's quite beautiful. Aquamarine 16. Let's read what that's all about. See if it resonates with you. And maybe you have some aquamarine around your house. Maybe you have some aquamarine jewelry that you can wear. Speaks to hope. So the self-understanding for this particular crystal is that you are deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid imaginings. Ooh, yeah, living in the past, thinking about the past, illusions, fantasies. Do not be seduced by vivid imaginings, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Gosh, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good, and well-being follows. If you fall into depression, remember that hope shines into the darkest places. This card definitely speaks to depression. Being stuck in the past is like a recipe for depression, right? And then for the divination, we have release self-defeating programs. Listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's on offer and watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Yeah. I think that there's a need for self-forgiveness, and there's a need to go through some sort of ritualistic practice or some sort of, I don't know, either it's connecting with a therapist, or maybe you have a community of men and women that you get together with in order to practice your spirituality. But there's some sort of process of forgiveness and release that you need to engage with in order to move out of the past and into the present. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. Stay positive and remember your family. So those are a lot of messages that she rolls into like one description, but maybe some of them resonated with you. Okay. So we're speaking to, what we see here is that somebody's stuck in the past. Somebody's thinking about the past. There's a need to let go of the past. There's a need for forgiveness. And that seems to have more to do with you. But let's learn a little bit more about the Emperor reversed. This is your love interest. Why did they pull the Emperor in reverse? Let's get some clarification cards around this. Excuse me. Mouth is really dry. Let's use the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Emperor reverse, because that speaks to an imbalance of power or a lack of connection, healthy connection with personal power. So power, passion, creative energy, energy in general, personal energy, personal power, often has to do with Kundalini energy and often has to do with sexuality. So let's pull a Tarot of Sexual Magic card. I just got these and these are kind of fun to play with. Ooh. Death. And this card is pretty wicked too. Look at that. There's two lovers in the background and they look like they've been slain. Something is over. Some relationship is over. And it's bringing, your love interest is kind of out of balance with themselves and their own sense of personal power because of the end of this relationship. Okay, let's pull some more. But whatever relationship came to an end needed to come to an end. It was a transformation that needed to occur. Let's pull some more cards for the Emperor reversed, for your love interest. What do they think about you? What are they thinking about you? What are they feeling about you? We know that they're out of whack with their personal power. They're not in touch with it right now. They're out of balance with it. We know that they either have on their mind this death of a relationship, the end of a relationship, this transformation that occurred, and either, I don't know, was it inside of your relationship? Was it inside of another relationship? But I want to know how they feel about you. How do they feel about Cancer? One card, please. Try to hold this deck away from this lapel mic, otherwise the shuffling sounds like deafening. Hermit. This is how they feel about you. They feel like they're in separation from you. I don't know if they want to be in separation from you, or if they feel like it's sort of, they were put into a separation from you, but they do feel separated from you. And there's, they're not necessarily in touch with their own inner knowing, their own inner sense of, their own inner guidance, their own inner sense of knowing, their own intuition. So we see the Emperor reverse, sort of being out of whack with their personal power, out of balance with their personal power, and also not in touch with their intuition. They're in a period of withdrawal, but it feels like a forced withdrawal. That's how they feel about you. They feel, did you put them out? Or are you separated from them in some way? They feel a sense of separation from you. All right, how do you feel about them? How do you feel about your love interest, Cancer? There's some intensity happening here with the Death card, the Emperor in reversed. By the way, these are all major arcana on the part of your love interest. The Hermit reversed, all major arcana for them. So that speaks to deeper, more transformative shifts for a person. Not the day-to-day stuff. This is the stuff that's going to make a change in your life. It's either going to change how you think, how you feel, how you behave, what your life looks like. How do you feel about them? Here we go. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. The Six of Cups in reversed. Are you dealing with this person? This person is somebody from your past that you're still thinking about. It's a past lover, and you're stuck on them. And you're waiting. You're both waiting. It's like you're both in limbo, because this is your combined energies. You're both in limbo. Are you waiting for them to figure this out? Because it seems like they're going through some major things that has to do with the death of a past love relationship. Maybe a past lover actually passed away. Maybe it was just the end of that relationship and they're trying to resolve their feelings about that. And that's kind of why they're all out of whack with who they are right now and their energy right now. And they are in this hermit mode. That's how they feel about you. They feel like maybe they need a separation from you or are in a separation from you. I can't get a sense. I don't know if they want it or they don't want it, but they feel like you are far away. You feel about them, you feel very nostalgic for them. Feelings of nostalgia, feelings of fantasy, feelings from, this has to do with past life energy. Stuck on the past, fixated on the past. They are in your past or they were in your past. That's how you feel about them. So I don't know, maybe you feel like they're stuck in the past. Maybe you'd like to move forward with them, but you can't because they are stuck in the past. This could be vice versa. So it could be you, it could be them. read this or understand this, how this resonates for you. Time we got 15 minutes. Let's work with the Mother Peace deck. I get the sense that there's a lot of past energy here. You need to pull yourself into the present moment. Engage your energy in some sort of practice that allows you to let go, release, forgive, be present. If you have any aquamarine jewelry or you have some actual aquamarine, it wouldn't be a bad idea to carry some of this around on your person. Let's pull a few cards about where this is moving forward in the future. What's in store for the two of you in the future? We have in the outcome here a need to release the past. Let's pull a few more cards about in the outcome position for you and your love interest for May 2019. We're going to use the Mother Peace deck. What's in store for Cancer and their love interest for May 2019? Here we go. Ooh, sorry, shook the tripod there. The Son of Wands. There's a need to be playful. There's a need for inspiration. There's a need to laugh and to enjoy one another's company. To be entertained and to entertain. To be flirty. This is a person who is, it's traditionally the Knight of Wands in tarot. And it's somebody who's very energetic and creative and passionate and has all of this fiery energy. It's like a Sag, all the fire signs. Sag, Leo, what's the other fire sign? Can't remember. It's that fiery, passionate energy and that spark of creativity and that spark of play and flirtiness. Get back in touch with that. That might help you connect with the present moment. Do the things that make you laugh. Do the things that you love, that make you feel energized and playful. So that's what's also in the outcome for you in the future. I think we can stop there. I think that it's pretty clear that your love interest is experiencing a transformation, probably the death of a relationship that has them a little out of sorts with their own energy and their own place of personal power. They feel separated from you. They feel distanced from you. And I don't know if it's self-imposed, like they were like, hey, I need to take a time out, or if you were like, hey, you need to take a time out and figure this out. But there's definitely some some distance, and the way they feel about you is hermit reversed, like we're in a time of separation. You feel about them, you got this twice, the Six of Cups reversed. You feel like they're stuck in the past. How can you move forward in this relationship with somebody who is living in the past? You can't. There needs to be some sort of practice of letting go, releasing the past, forgiveness, self-forgiveness, forgiveness of the other person, extending forgiveness, some acceptance of what has happened, so that you can get more fully, relationship can become more fully present in this moment now with one another. And you're just waiting for that to happen. You're both he or she, your love interest, is waiting for these energies to sort themselves out. I don't know how actively engaged he or she is in this process of sorting these big energies out. It seems like he's waiting. He or she is, I keep saying he, I'm sorry. They are waiting. And you are also waiting. You are also waiting for this stuff over here with your love interest to sort out, either for them to engage in sorting it out or for time to pass and it will sort of naturally transform. I think one thing that will really help you, either you personally or you both in this relationship and relating, is to get connected with the things that you love, the things that make you feel energized and fun, like make you feel playful and fun. Have a little bit of a good time with one another, or even with your friends and family. Just engage in that energy of playfulness, so that you can, I think this might be a key to pulling yourself into the present moment, as opposed to living in the past. And the past has a lot of grief associated with it. All right, Cancers. That was your love reading for May 2019. If you liked it, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel to get notifications about future readings. I'm going to be doing a full moon reading for May 2019. And I hope you have a beautiful spring. I hope you have a beautiful end of April, beginning of May. And I'll see you middle of May for the full moon. All right, take good care.